Michaela, just the confidence, the excitement heading into senior weekend. Obviously coming off of a big win last night. Just where is that confidence for this team at kind of going into this weekend?
Yeah, I think we've done a really good job putting ourselves in a really good spot this year so far, and I think just a lot of our hard work has been paying off. We've been getting into definitely towards the end of the year right now, and those practice sessions like today is where we're just getting into like the details and just following the process piece. Like earlier this year, we were definitely working on like our routines. What does it look like to be Michaela Edenfield? What does it look like to be Catherine Sandercock? And like what are the cues that we need to go to into those big games? And now that we've been through a couple of them and have some experience underneath our belts, like you'll start to see Kenny start to get a little bit more comfortable in the circle too, and just focusing in on those routines and keying in and just sticking to that piece, and that's where the momentum's definitely heading towards this weekend.
As that ball pops up bottom of the seventh last night, you catch it, what are the emotions?
I don't know what it was. It was just, I remember right before Charlotte Eccles stepped into the box, I was like, if this ball ends up anywhere towards me, like I am laying out. I don't care if I'm running into a brick wall, like I'm running as hard as I can to that brick wall to catch that ball. And I remember she hit it like straight up, and I was like, well, I'll be darned, I gotta get some like lottery ticket or something after this, because I just had like a hunch and I was really ready for that moment. And I think going back into the cue of making it as simple as possible, just being like, breathe, get underneath it, get my feet, like get a good, like now I'm standing straight up, but just talking myself through it. And as soon as I saw it go in my glove, I turned around and Kenny was right there. So
5 straight against Florida. Just how important is that for you guys to be able to continue to get those big wins? Obviously big wins over ranked teams, but to be able to do it against a team from 2.5 hours away, it certainly helps.
Yeah, I mean, UF is always a great team to play against. There's always like an energy aspect when it's a rivalry, and I think just going into those games knowing exactly what they have and they knowing like what we have and being able to work around a couple of things. Like yesterday was big a trial for us, trying to see really selling out on some things that we were wanting to do on the defensive end and seeing what we could do on the offensive end, just making sure, just again, following our process and those cues that I mentioned before. And it's always fun. Like it's always fun playing against someone that's ranked. It's always fun when it's UF. But overall, like it's always fun to play Seminole softball and to get a win.
Y'all have taken care of business on the road in the ACC all year, and now you have a chance to close out a regular season title at home. What would that mean, the opportunity to maybe even get it on Friday night against Louisville?
Right. I think one of our missions here at Florida State is to win regular season and then, of course, go to the ACC championship and come out on top. And I think that goes back. I think we didn't do it the past couple of years how we wanted to, and just going back to the standards of this program, the culture piece, and being able to say like I'm checking this off the list and just getting it done is like always the best part of it. And I think we've been in a couple games this year against some other ACC opponents that have been really, really great games, and fortunate that we have that experience to head into this weekend, and knowing that Louisville is going to come out very scrappy. They're a very, very scrappy team, and I'm super excited to see what they're going to bring here in Tallahassee. So,
Michaela, I don't know if you've ever caught a pitching staff this big with 7 different pitchers. How's it been for you this year? Now that you're almost done, now you can look back on it.
I think I've mentioned maybe to you or other people before, catching such a variety group of pitchers is like speed dating, and now it's just like I've starting to realize like who they are as an individual, how they work, how can I talk to them to get the best out of them on the field. And I think each one of them has like their own little court, right? And I can say like comfortably at this like end of the year, like I've definitely had that feel with Kat for a while, but now I'm starting to tackle on with Allison and Kenny, and starting to get specifics with our newer girls that are going to be really important towards the end of the year. And it's just so much fun. Like I go out there and I'm always a balancing act with my pitchers, so it's just I know I'm going to give them what they need out of me. So it's a lot of fun being able to manage such a staff, and just an honor to be able to work with them day in and day out.
So at the plate, you've been, it seems like trending a little bit upward in the last few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Have you changed your approach or made any adjustments? What do you think accounts for the fact that you've been, on the upswing?
Yeah, I think I had to get it to my mind to make things as simple as possible, and it's not about me. At the end of the day, like, it's what can I do for this team? What can I do regardless of whether if I hit the ball hard or if I take that walk and Amaya comes in and runs for me. I mean, I can't tell you some of my favorite moments. It happened at UF, and I had walked, gone on base, and next thing I know is like pinch runner. I look at the dugout, Amaya's coming towards me, and I'm like instantly hyped because I'm like, that's just getting us in a great position as a team. And so just really focusing on the team piece has been a big part for me, and just being able to relax and have some fun and like just play to my ability.
Sorry if it's been asked already, but doing a feature on Sandra, like, what has she meant to the program, like, and to you personally?
Oh, I'm thinking about crying already. I'm not ready for this weekend in that aspect. But Kat means a lot to this program. I think it's been said. I'm sure everyone's got a lot of different ways to come about saying that, but Kat means a lot to me personally. She was one of the first people I was able to really connect with this program. And coming in as a freshman, she was the person that held the standard for me and wanted me to be a part of the standard, and knowing what's above and below the line here for culture piece. And I'm really grateful that I've been able to experience the time with Kat and not only just see the growth of the game while the time I've been here with her, but also see the growth in myself as a player. So it's awesome.
And as a catcher, you guys have a special relationship between catcher and pitcher, right?
Yes, we do have a special relationship. I think Kat and I bonded a lot over last year and definitely been going in and out. I caught a lot of her bullpens my first year here, the season I redshirted, so definitely using that year to an advantage and being able to carry over the conversations and the cues from the bullpen and transfer on to last season and this season as well. So I'm just really grateful that she's been able to guide me in a way of teaching me how to be a better leader and being able to manage the rest of the pitching staff, especially someone such as like freshman Kenny. So being able to really lean on a Kat and ask her what it's like to be a pitcher from that standpoint, and knowing what it's like to have that pressure and being able to relate to Kenny and being able to talk to her and get to her a little bit better.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.